Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Okay, I hope you are warm. We are in the middle of, for some parts of America, we are in the middle of a storm. For other parts, we are waiting for the approaching storm. It is coming in later on today here in New York. It's already 2 degrees below booty cheeks. Okay, it's cold out here. All right, y'all. Listen, let me tell you how cold it is. Real shit. My coat is a full length snow coat. Okay, my coat is a full length snow coat. Okay, that I paid a pretty penny for last year. And I went outside to walk the dog today, and I was like, "Ooh, it's windy." I was like, "Ooh, it's cold." Okay, it is cold outside, so make sure y'all stay warm. Um, Make sure y'all stay in, okay? And just listen, to jump this off, you see the title. You see the title. We woke up this morning with another ice. Okay, another one. All right. There is a video. I hope everyone is safe in their house. Okay, everyone, listen. Everyone who looks like me need to be safe in their house. The rest of y'all need to be outside doing something. Okay. Shout out to the people in Minnesota. Okay. Minneapolis. Who thought I saw somebody say this the other day, and I think, like, who thought the revolution would start in Minneapolis? Okay, but they are outside, and like I said the other day, they're not just outside on the weekend. So they're outside today. I'm gonna show y'all some video. They are outside, but they've been outside all week. They have decided that I think it's Monday. They are going. There will be no going to work. There will be no shopping. There will be no nothing but protesting. Okay, they need to wrap this up. Okay, wrap it up. I just retweeted something on the Twitter. Let me see if I can find it. Of course I can find it because I retweeted it. Hold on. And the girl said, I just retweeted this on Twitter. Okay, this girl named Amy. It looked like amen, but it got an E at the end. Okay. She said, palm colored people, she said the W word, okay, hold the majority of powerful positions in this country. They hold most of the wealth and access to media, and they hold more elective offices than anyone else. So trust me when I say, every time I go like this, she got a clap hand. White people can end this whenever they want to. And we know this, okay? Listen, I'm about to pull up the Twitter, okay? We know over here, I still call it the Twitter. I had this shit from when Twitter started, and it's gonna stay Twitter, okay? I don't care. I don't give a flying about no billionaire thinking he gonna buy and just rename shit. Okay, listen. So let's start with what is happening in Minneapolis. Okay, because this shit, something, it's like it's taking the computer is being jerky. I don't know what's happening, but we will deal with that. Look at all of these people. Look at all of these freaking people. They have been riding hard, okay? Because this is out of control. And like we all know, we can't stop it. The only people who can
People,
hold up, wait, hold up before I even start, show that one. The only people who can stop this shit are white Americans. Let's just call a spade a spade. The only people who can stop this shit are white Americans, and they can stop this shit in a day. Okay, let's be for real. They can stop this shit in a day. Okay, we're gonna get into a lot of other things. Um, but I want to show you this video of a man who was unalive this morning, this fucking morning. Okay, pay attention to the video. Pay attention to the video because this man was powed on the floor. Watch this video.
They're doing too much, man, and they keep pushing people, you know?
Oh shit! What the fuck? They killed my dude.
Did you see that? Okay. They drag this man. It's like 8 of them because they're weak. We spoke about this. I'm gonna get into this. I'm gonna get into this today, okay? Because I have been watching a lot of stuff. Sorry, I ain't really been here this week. Side note, it's Regents Week here in New York, aka my kid has been home because she done took all her Regents. And you know, when she's home, my computer is held hostage. Okay, I'm held hostage. I'm held hostage. Okay, but pay attention to this video again. So they are beating this man. They're whooping his ass. They're uppercutting him and doing all of this shit. And then one of them pulls out and shoots him. I don't even. Let's see if we can count the gunshots.
They're doing too much, man, and they keep pushing people, you know?
Oh shit! What the fuck? They killed my. Did they fucking kill that guy? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Not again! Are you fucking kidding me? That guy's dead. Yo, we need people on site.
They're doing too much, man, and they keep
I
pushing.
didn't even count the gunshots because they literally just pulled out and unalived that man. Just in the middle of the street on a Saturday morning for protesting. In the middle of the street on a Saturday morning for fucking protesting. That's what's happening. Okay? That's where we're at. Okay? That's what's happening. That's what happened this morning. Okay. What are we on? Death number 4, 5 at the hands of ICE agents that we know of. Because I keep reiterating that we know of. It's just crazy. It was a couple. I couldn't even. I was trying to watch to see what the person who shot him was doing right before they started shooting. I'm never gonna get over just watching somebody be murdered in the freaking streets. It's insane. All because you're weak as shit. I spoke to y'all the other day. Now, again, this just happened. This is really just breaking. Let me look to see if there's any more. What is this? Hold on. I gotta close that out. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. If there's any more update videos since I saw this a little while ago. Oh man. And the people, the ICE, the MAGAs in the chat talking about, oh, just let people do their job. I can't wait until they start going into the suburbs and laying them out, because for whatever reason, they really think they're safe and they're not. Whatever reason, they really think they're safe and they're fucking not. Okay. You know who I remember the other day we had I got my video age restricted and hit, but whatever. It was like a week ago when Renee Good was unalived initially, and we made the video. It went kind of far. It had good numbers, but it got hit. I told y'all we were sitting up here really asking these white women, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? What is going on? Why don't y'all see what's going on? From what I've been seeing, online. I think these white women are starting to understand what the fuck is up. Okay. The divorce rates especially for these MAGA men are going up because these women are starting to really recognize, okay, that, oh shit, they'll kill us too. Oh shit, the husband I thought that was going to provide and protect, he's weak. They're really out here. Now we already know that, we all know our men, right? Like we know black men real good. We know black men real good. They know white men real good, right? We can see the overlying, of them, but like they live with them. They see them at their weakest. They recognize how weak their husbands, fathers, brothers, and how abusive they are. Okay, because again, they don't really talk about the atrocities that happens in their households like we might, like we'll share. I've spoken to y'all already about, it used to confuse me, but I recognize that it's just a difference of culture. Like you would hear women talk about they can't leave because they have nowhere to go. Like literally their parents will send them back to abuse. Literally their sisters, their brother, everybody will send them back to these horrible situations. They grow up in these horrible situations with their dads doing shit to them, with their brothers doing shit to them. And I don't just mean sexually. A lot of that shit happens, right? But like violent, extremely violent, and that is the norm. And they make excuses. This is what I'm hearing. Because again, I've been looking, they've been making excuses because they recognize how weak their men are. How they're literally like they're literally like we think our men are like children, act like children or whatever, but their men are literally, there's a reason that people like Mr. Beast have a bajillion freaking followers when he's a grown-ass man making silly videos and gets millions and millions of views from other white men who are so afraid of us because they recognize they completely recognize their own inadequacies. They 1000% recognize it. And the women have already knew it. The white women already knew it because they live with them. They grew up with them. They're their counterpart. They recognize them for who they are and really recognizing the fact that, they're scared to death because some white woman just got shot in the face like it was nothing. And they recognize that, yeah, they don't give a fuck about you either. And that your husband is weak. Your husband is weak and scared of these agents. That these agents could come and shoot you in the fucking face. And your husband would be good, would just be like, oh, okay. We'll set you up. We'll unalive you himself. We'll put you in so much fucking danger. And be like, oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it while them niggas is breaking your doors down. They're trying to they're passing laws or whatever in certain states to literally go from house to house and go through people's homes, searching for illegals. And these women are scared to death. And their husbands are like, oh, don't worry about it. It's not. And because they know white men, they recognize that their husbands are shitting fucking bricks. And he wouldn't protect them if she begged and pleaded him to. He just wouldn't. So the divorce rates are fucking going off in Magaville. Ain't that crazy? It's fucking insane. Lisa says the patriarchy is falling on its ass. And they're just getting more violent and more deranged and crazier. There are people outside on the left, the right, everybody. I told y'all already, if you live in a state where you can get a gun license, to go get one. If you can't, go get you some knives. I don't give a fuck what you got to go get you. Because it's going down. The patriarchy is falling. Like the commenter said, it is falling. And when men, we know this, when men feel like they have their backs against the wall, they will fucking try to kill you. They had that man on the floor, whooping his ass. It was like 8 of them. They had him on the floor, beating his ass. He wasn't winning no fights. They was whooping his ass from head to toe. They was on him. Every piece of them, they was on him. And they still was so weak. Peep game. And they still felt so in danger. No, I'm not even going to put that in quotations. They still felt so in danger because they are so fucking weak that they pulled out and put like fucking 10 shots. They emptied the clip. I couldn't even count it. I'm so distracted, but it feels like they emptied the clip. They just kept going. They let off, oh boy, let off like 4. Took a pause. Hold up. What the fuck is this? Sorry. Well, y'all don't see it, but something just popped up on my screen. Took a pause. Took like a good 3-second pause and then finished the clip in him while he's on his back on the floor. I'm glad that there's a shitload of people protesting in Minnesota. Good for y'all. But y'all need to do something. We keep telling y'all need to do something. Y'all almost getting it. You almost understand it. Y'all, white people of America, whether you voted for this foolishness or you didn't vote for this foolishness and your uncle did or your aunt did, whatever, y'all need to save this country. You can end this in a day. Remember when they was throwing tea in the Boston River, in the Charles Hole, in the port? Remember when they was tossing tea in the Charles? Do you remember what you learned in school? Because we weren't there, what these motherfuckers did? How they turned up? Your protesting is good. It's getting there. It's getting there. You need to wrap this shit up. Wrap it up. The white women, I'm This is for white women. White women, we need y'all to do y'all big one. White women, understand they don't have your back. They will put you down just the same way they would try to put me down, a black man down, a Mexican down. They gonna put you down, and they're gonna put you down even worse. Even worse. Because they're gonna break you and then put you down. They never gonna break us. They just gonna try to put us down. They gonna break you to the point where a motherfucker gonna choke you to death. And you don't even got the common sense to gouge his eyes out. White women, y'all need to do your big one. Y'all need to make breakfast and call this shit a day. Y'all need to wrap this up. Let's look at some of these comments. Hello, everybody. Hey, Rainia, how are you doing? How are you doing, girl? How's everyone doing? This shit is just... This shit is just... I have no words. I have no fucking words. Okay? All I know is that y'all white women need to handle this. Because let me tell you, y'all always talk about how we so strong, we so this. We would handle this. If it was our men doing this shit, we would handle this. Gate. Done. We would handle this. Y'all need to do y'all big one. That's all I'm going to say. She said, Minneapolis looks like a war-torn third world country. ICE is insane. Insane. They think if they break them over there, that they gonna break everybody. Y'all need to do your biggest one ever. You need to get the... Have y'all fucking Salem witch trials fucking ancestors activate. Okay? They burned y'all bitches at the stake. They burned y'all bitches at the stake for talking back, for having the audacity to have a thought. They burned y'all bitches. And read the Bible while they were doing it. They tortured y'all. They continue to torture y'all. Don't lie to us. Don't act like it's all fucking Kool-Aid and fucking bubble gums in your homes. It's not. You know it ain't. You just don't think we know. We know. Enough of y'all are running your mouth. We know. We recognize it now. We get why y'all think we so strong. You can't do this. Get the power from your fucking... You know what I read the other day? I read that we are in the first generation. Think about this. Who could break up with a man? Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Who could break up with somebody? That sounds crazy, doesn't it? Like, up until like the 80s, you couldn't even rent an apartment You can leave your husband a decade or so before that, a couple years ago before that. You your husband, that's shit. Your husband was cheating on you, and you found out and didn't like it. He could put you in the insane asylum, lobotomize you. Let that shit give you strength. We are the first generation of women that can say, nah, get somebody else to do it. And not have, who can just say it, period. And then not have lifelong repercussions behind breaking up with somebody, behind him trying to lock your ass up, murder you because a little up until like the 80s, you could kill your wife and it's good or good. You could take it and it was whatever. That's in my lifetime. That's in most of our lifetime. Can you really think about that? We're the first generation who didn't have to just wait for a nigga to leave us or die to be free of him. That's crazy. Did y'all see? Yes, y'all saw they snatched up a 5-year-old. And I believe I didn't see. I tried to look in the picture. I think they put cuffs on a little boy. 5. Share the live. Share the live. What was the lead up? Somebody said they always share when shit goes down, but what's not the lead up? We saw, if that would only make sense, I'm about to click on you right now. If all we saw was him on the floor and the man shooting, we saw them beat him to the floor. We saw 8 motherfuckers on him. We saw them beating the shit out of him from head to toe. And then we saw them, while they beating the shit out of him, pull out and empty a whole clip in him. We saw the lead up. So what do you refer, sir? Hey, Bree.
Hey, I'm gonna be really quick because y'all know this internet be a little, whatever. But this is what I've been shouting from the rooftops since the beginning. Baby, they're gonna be stealing the people, stealing the children, taking the organs, and doing what they want. And I'm so happy Minneapolis is fighting back. I'm happy they're not working. I'm happy they're in the streets. I'm happy the kids stop going to school because in order for change to be effective, the people have to get outside and get active. And I love that you said it. I'll take it even a step further. Back in the, because they love those period pieces. Back when the good Duchess Georgina was around, her husband me too'd her, the great Duke, who they talk about all the beautiful fashion pieces, me too'd her after she decided to stop giving up the Il Nana to him because he slept with her friend who she was protecting from her husband who used to beat her. Okay, can you imagine? And the woman said it, and they said it was exactly what was said was in the journal, that the reason she slept with the Duke was simply for his protection, because she said, I get it, you're helping me, but I need a man's protection. Imagine escaping your domestic abuser and you have to sleep with some lady's husband in her home, mind you, right? And just have to take it. And because you don't want to give it up because you feel your trust was violated, he snatches it from you. And you just have to accept it because you are only here to produce and stand beside him at his charity events. This is why I always say, white women's tears fall deaf on my ears because I just look at them, because they are truly the ones who are birthing these men. They're pedestalizing these men. They're propping these men up. They start out as victims and then turn into the most inhumane abusers themselves. So yeah, get active in the streets like parties when y'all was fighting back against these men, when they was calling you witches and burning y'all at the stake simply for just having a smart mind and being whimsical and whatnot, and while the real witches were watching y'all get burned because they're like, oh no, honey, like they was literally killing children, female children. And then when it became too much, they were just like, well, we took out too many women. It's a repetitive cycle. So I don't understand why anybody wants some patriarchal system to be in place when they're not even doing what their grandfathers was doing, which was at least providing and protecting. They're not even doing that. So my heart goes out to that man who was taken out in the middle of the street in broad daylight. That is the justice they're reigning. This is why I say black people stay home. Don't go out there, just call 911. Record on your phone and upload it so the people can see it, because the revolution will be televised. They want it to be silenced.
Yeah.
That's the part they forget. But thank you, Jovi. Stay warm. It's cold out here in Asia too, girl. I don't know what's going on, but don't be in that house with that man. Because DoorDash already told y'all they don't have the things for you because of our beautiful congressional leaders. Primary them. Okay? Primary them. Why would they want you to have a baby when the economy is tanking and there's no crops? How does that work? How you gonna feed that child? See, they want to turn you into slaves. They want you to give up your child so you can be a part of the sick system too. But I'm dropping back down. Please get the likes up. Make sure y'all hit the like button, send a donation, and buy the merch. All right, thank you, hun.
What the hell is this? Oh, never mind. It is my kid had to go to a thing today. She left this house. It was 8 degrees and it felt like -15. We checked the weather. I was like, you really sure you want to go? But she had to, it was an important day for one of her things. That right now is the warmest it's going to be today. It is 15 degrees here in New York City, and it feels like 3. I told y'all I got a big old snow coat, okay? All the way down to my motherfucking a little below my knees. Big ass snow coat. And I was outside walking the dog like even the dog was like, nah, I'm good. I never seen him pee so fast. And when I say he's turned and was headed towards the house before I knew what was happening, he was like, nah, I'm good. He was like, we good. Let's go. Okay. That's how cold it is here. Okay. Stay in your house. If you look like us, stay in your house. Stay warm. Don't open the door for none of these people. They come knocking. Let them come. Let them keep knocking. Okay? If you white, you need to take your ass outside. Hold on. This is my kid. Give me a second. My kid is such a fucking bougie ass child. She's like, Mom, why is Jack and Jill here? What? I'm like, so I'm like, she's like, Mom. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sorry. So you gotta bring some, she just lifted my spirits up. This child is crazy. I love that for her. I love that for her, okay? That she can roll her eyes at Jack and Jill, be like, oh my God. Oh my God. Child, they are snatching people. And I repeat, I say this every time. I think we need to start just adding. When I'm like, but slavery was so bad. I always put, yeah, they were eating us. Eating, and not just once in a blue, not just on a holiday season, okay? Not just instead of a turkey for Thanksgiving, okay? They were eating us quite often. I need us to start dropping the shit that they was doing, just like back to back, okay? But I say that to say we may never find a lot of these people ever, because some of them probably got ate. Talking about organ trafficking, talking about literally cooking people. And they burned y'all for being witches. Think about that. But y'all don't want to go outside. You don't want to shake the table. Child, y'all. I don't know how else to say it. But like, why y'all ancestors ain't activating yet? Like, really, I see it coming a little bit. I'm talking to the white one. But like, y'all come from a long line of horrible treatment. Horrid example after example after example. Just looking back on your history, what's in the books, y'all know what y'all go through every day in your homes. What the outside world doesn't see. She said he just gave ICE the right to. They are fucking border control agents at the end of the day. Why are they arresting them again? Turn up again. Boston Tea Party out this bitch again. Y'all so even if y'all don't want to, I need level up, burn it to the ground, do something. Do something. They got y'all gassed up thinking that court, because they did it to us, like, oh, looting and fuck a looting. Tear it down. Toss the shit in a Great Lake somewhere. Take the shit down brick by fucking brick. It's enough of y'all. Y'all was wilding over a motherfucker across the ocean. Y'all lost y'all shit. And y'all still ain't get to the point where you none of that shit is activating. She said she's always been afraid of men in one form or another. Most are cringe. She said it's literally Nazi Germany. Hey, TLT, ain't seen you in a minute. It's literally they literally said they're going to start knocking on people's doors and going through their homes. I guess they're going to break up your floorboards, hoping that you don't have a Mexican hiding in the fucking walls. Child. Let me put you on mute real fast. There you go. I don't want to, upset you. Please get these likes up. Don't forget to subscribe to YouTube channel. Follow me on all my social media platforms, etc., etc. Hi, I'm out preparing for the storm. You get your storm stuff ready. Okay, it's going to be storming for like 2 days. They're already sending out emails here in New York. The schools might be closed. There was no schools on. No, I guess they mean the elementary schools. And because again, like I said, for high school, it's Regents Week. So there's no school for them until Tuesday. But they're already sending emails, the Board of Education here in New York, saying that prepare for online learning. It's because the schools might probably be closed. We'll know when it starts snowing tonight, this afternoon. What time is it supposed to start snowing here? Let me check. Hopefully my kid is back by then. It says 5 a.m, so I should wake up to a shitload of snow. All right, overnight, so 3, 4, 5 a.m, definitely is going to start snowing here, but it's freezing. So the snow gonna hit and it's gonna freeze. She said, I'm a white woman and I'm gonna tell you now, we need you too. We don't live with them. Get what I'm giving? We don't live with them. You do. Like I said, if it was ours, we'd wrap this shit up. Okay? I'm just saying. We don't live with them. Y'all live with them. They is out here shooting y'all in the faces. They have burnt your great grand aunt. Okay? Historically, they have been horrid to you. Your grand aunt, your grandmama might have been put in a fucking mental hospital and had a fucking lobotomy. Why? Because she had the audacity to have a personality. Ma'ams, y'all need to wrap this shit up. Get it together. Wrap it up. Y'all so worried about hurting your uncles and your dads and your husband's feelings when you know they're monsters. And they're not going to protect you. At all. At all. At all. At all. They're like, oh, it's not that big a deal. We're fine. And a white woman got shot in the face. I'm in the kind of shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm in shit too. I ain't got no nickel. Not like that, My brother ain't letting me get shot in the face. This is just a happening. Like, y'all can't say that about your brother. Let alone your husbands. My ex-husband, oh, y'all know I divorced. He was, But that nigga would not let people just come and have me in fucking fear. Now, scare him, he's crazy, but whatever. But like, they're not going to even protect you. You getting your ass beat, you getting all of this treatment, and you're not even getting the providing and protecting part of this arrangement that you put in your lives literally every day. Your lives on the line, just laying in bed with them. 4. They would literally sit there and watch ICE you. I won't say shit about it. They'll blame you. No, ma'am. He said, she said, watched it over and over. The one beating him was using his pew pew and he shot. I don't know if it was an accident. Then the one next to him shot multiple times, definitely on purpose. That's what I saw. And they was pistol whipping him. It was about 8 of them. Had him on his back on the floor. What was he doing? Scratching? I got you in a second. What was he doing? He was on his back on the floor. It was like 80 y'all. But I saw what some of them busting him in his head. And you that pistol whipping him. And then you empty out. Somebody said a magazine is not a clip. Whatever. The gun was empty. Hey, girl.
I am so late to the live, but imagine my shock that I woke up and that was the first thing I seen.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling my husband, I was like, at this point, I don't even think the protest being out on the street is working. Like, first of all, we've been doing our part by not spending no money, because why would we do that? Like, this economy can fucking crash for all I care with all this stuff going on. And, you know, of course, there was talks about why Black Americans not protesting, because it is. Hello?
Yeah.
We know what they're capable of.
They just get into the not buying shit part.
And I'm like, when Target said we rolling with Trump, Black people literally was like, oh, okay. Y'all want to roll with that? Okay, fine. And people need to remember that overwhelmingly we voted against this. And yes, I'm still talking about that we did not vote for this shit, because we knew that once this fool ran wild in the government, in the White House, that this is what it was going to lead to. He is a megalomaniac. He does not care. He doesn't care. And he got a bunch of, like, people are talking about some, oh, this is like the Gestapo. No, this is like when the slave catchers became the police during Reconstruction.
Mm-hmm.
We already seen this movie before.
Yeah.
And they offering big bonuses and everything to join ICE, and people losing their jobs. Hello? These people are not even passing background checks, some of them.
Nope.
This is pretty much probably gonna devolve into some type of civil war. Honestly, because Americans are not ready to be without water, health services and shit. Just let the economy just fail. Like, he picking a fight with everybody in the world right now. Like,
everyone in the world.
We not gonna have no allies after this, and isolationism is not gonna work. Like, it never does. It never does.
It's gonna be like the civil, like back during the revolution, when I saw we gonna have support. They gonna be in here trying to sneak in fucking food.
Yeah, like, no.
It's gonna be the fucking North and the fucking South. I don't even know at this point. Like,
you're right.
And the others, and then like this shit gonna go down in history books. We gonna have like the Europeans sneaking us fucking water and food from fucking Canada and all of this shit.
Yeah, and the Canadians do not fuck with us right now. They're like, why y'all have been our long-standing ally and neighbor, and the first thing this dude came out of his mouth is we're gonna make them the 51st state. Really? And that the MAGA people do not understand why that's offensive. America would never go for that type of shit. It is an existential threat to a country to say something like that. And here we are. This is what year we just finished our first whole year in this.
Mm-hmm. And look where we at.
A mess. And honestly, I mean, I feel like we're not organized as a country because we're so fractured. But at this point, stay out the streets and stay in the house. Hide people, do whatever you got to do because people losing their lives. This is fucked up. That baby, they had like a 5-year-old in his little backpack.
Mm-hmm.
A baby. That's terrifying. That's sickening. It's sickening. And I've been in the diaspora streets just online seeing, and I get Black Americans, we are delineating everything. I feel like that should be just strictly for reparation purposes, but to we should not be celebrating this shit happening to people.
No, yeah, I'm not. No, well, shit. Are there people celebrating this foolishness? I would hope.
I don't know if I would say celebrate it, but they're really like, oh well, like this is what you wanted, and they kind of. I'm like, it's still.
That's why they got. I feel like they have to stand up. Like I'm not going outside. We ain't got no.
No, yeah, no,
but and not like the. I'm not even saying on the Mexicans go deal with this shit. I'm saying these white people need to get their asses up.
All y'all who voted for this, and if you're disgusted, get your ass out there.
Get your ass out the door. You need to deal with this.
Now,
deal with this.
The rural areas, I'm sure a lot of them are like, this is exactly what I wanted, which y'all are some sick fucking people.
Y'all gonna get run down on too.
Yeah, and let's not forget that also a lot of other legal stuff happening with the Voting Rights Act. That is going to affect us. And I know that he wants to get rid of birthright citizenship. And what I see this devolving into further is, oh, well, we know the 14th, 15th, the amendments that pretty much post-slavery Black people were considered citizens. I'm really just like very leery about that. You overturning birthright citizenship, and how far are you going to go with this? Like, Black people who've been for generations, are you gonna be like, oh well, now that that's overturned, we could question your legality in this country, which I just don't trust nothing happening right now. It feels paranoid, but
it's not paranoia. It's the reality of who these people. It's dealing with the reality. It's not being delusional. You would be delusional if you weren't worried about that shit. You was weird if you ain't worried about that shit. If you don't think like even when you do hear Black people saying, "Oh, because they will try to take it. They will try to like." Why are we playing like they ain't gonna do that?
They've been mad. The Confederacy, they did not get punished enough. Robert E. Lee and them got to live long lives after that. They should have been hung and quartered for treason after that. Mm-hmm. We should not have let that slide because that's the reason we're back in this shit again. Mm-hmm. You cannot allow that type of shit to permeate in your society. It has to be eradicated.
It has to be eradicated. You said that. You said it. You said it. You said it. I didn't.
It has to. It was a reporter asking a representative. He was an older Black man, and she said, "Do you think they're gonna try to? You think that they're gonna bring back slavery?" He was like, "They're gonna get us as close to that as possible." And she was like, "You've heard that?" He was like, "I've heard it from people in my district. They don't want us in their society, but that's too damn bad." Like, where are we gonna go? There's Black Americans. What, y'all gonna take us to the South? Like,
they want to ship us all to Greenland.
What that's gonna do? What, we tried this after slavery ended with Liberia, and it was a fucking shit show. We became the colonizers after that. Like, it was. This is frustrating. And what trips me up is Trump. Your family wasn't even here that long. Like, y'all just got here in the grand scheme of things. Your wife is two of your wives were immigrants. Your grandfather came here from Germany. You don't even go here if this is what we're doing. But Stephen Miller is behind a lot of this. That man gets off on being a bigot and a racist, and it's disgusting. And his family came here fleeing war, and they were Jewish.
Yeah, that's how it be.
I'm,
That's
I'm
how it is with them.
so that bald-headed scallywag is this guy. His grubby little hands all over it. This is sad. We are at a new low. Every day is like a new fucking low. They say, "Oh, I don't think he could do that." The fact that we got to probably be carrying passports around to show people that we are U.S. citizens, and even then, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. That's what they don't care because you're not white. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. And I mean, this is where we at. It is disgusting. And y'all, once these farms start, they already start going bankrupt. But like I told my husband, these motherfuckers will starve before I go into a field. That's too close to our no, that's too close to slavery for Black Americans, African Americans. It's too close for that shit. I'll grow food in my backyard, but you all can fucking die of starvation before I do anything of that sort. Call it a big ego, but my ancestors did that shit already, and I'm not doing it, especially not for y'all. Like for this, let them die out of starvation.
Let them starve.
This is disgusting. I'm disgusted. I don't even know. It feels like I'm back in my political science classes looking at a whole other country.
Yeah, a whole other country. Like,
and this is like gonna turn into a civil war. We're already there. If you see the hallmarks and those thresholds, you got these people shooting fucking people in the face. That dude was laying out on the ground and got shot 4 fucking times.
It was more than 4 times, buddy.
Yeah,
I couldn't even keep track. It was like at first it was like 3, 4. He took
it's like what?
And then he finished the clip or the machine or whatever y'all want to call. I don't know. I'm not gonna enthusiast, but he finished it, emptied the clip on the man, laid on his back.
And then you got the so-called Black Panthers. Those did not seem like actual Black Panthers to me. I just know, like, us of the African American persuasion, we are kind of like, do not make us the face of this shit, because then they're gonna be knocking on doors. They already started doing that. You don't have to answer the door. Like I said, we in the house not spending money. That's the best we could do right now. This is not good. He's gonna do whatever he wants, and no one is stopping him. No one is coming to save you, America.
You gotta save yourself, buddy.
The only reason why during the Nazi Germany era anyone stepped in is because he started fucking with other countries. It wasn't because people saw like, oh, look at what he's doing, we need to stop him. No, that shit would have still been going on if he did not fuck with other countries. The only way, and I don't know, Americans are not like, what, war on our soil? This is like a foreign concept to us.
Yeah. They don't even realize we're literally at war. We're literally at war with ICE. Because it doesn't happen here. Like, what?
Yeah, and I'm just, the people, shame on these fucking people that voted for this. Shame on y'all. I really just, I predicted all this shit even when he first started running his mouth in 2015. I'm like, he's gonna be very nationalistic, and that is dangerous. It never worked.
Everybody saw it coming.
And everybody who voted, well, he just wants to get the illegals out. Okay, you don't have your paperwork lined up. Okay, but once you start saying, oh, you start you picking people up at their fucking hearings and shit.
This is crazy.
And Who knows where they going? Didn't he send like a plane to Djibouti with mother? What?
They going in the motherfuckers' pots. I said it. And you know how they love to talk about, oh, Obama deported more, and we didn't have people getting shot in the fucking street.
Exactly. It was very
We didn't
surgical.
have Gestapo, yes, running through the fucking street like lunatics. Yeah, and you're right. Obama deported more.
But he followed the legal framework.
All the fuck apart.
Exactly. You know, everybody, I don't think that my dogs are acting like straight up niggas right now. Okay, sorry about that. But you know, when people say that trying to act like it's a gotcha moment for Obama, I'm like, yeah, did you see this though? Was he putting kids in cages?
They're crazy.
There's legalities to things, and yeah, as a citizen, you want people to have a path to like being here legally. And if you're not, I mean, that's our law. You gotta go. But he did that following the law. Trump is literally just profiling people. Most Somalians are legal citizens, but now you talking about denaturalizing people. That's weird. That's weird. Like, can we start with him? Like, would his daddy be considered an anchor baby? Like, what is happening?
Mm-hmm.
So when he started talking about denaturalizing people, I'm like, this is a slippery slope to go down. This is authoritarianism.
Mm-hmm.
This man ain't doing.
When he start saying they're denaturalizing the people, no matter how long they've been here, who came from Ireland, then they gonna care. Oh,
yeah.
Ireland said something y'all don't like. Now all of y'all, I don't care. You've been here 100 years. You got to go back.
Right. And I mean, don't let it start being a Catholic thing. It's like we're going backwards into tribalism, and it is disgusting. Because, you know, the Irish, then the Catholics, the Italians, they really, I feel like African Americans, we the only ones, and I mean, when I say African American, I mean the people descendant of slaves in this country, people brought here unwillingly via the transatlantic slave trade. We're the only group that was not native to America, like a Native American tribe or any of that got brought here against our will. And when slavery ended, the question was, what do we do with all these free black people? So they sent them to Liberia, and guess what happened? The African Americans became the colonizers over there because that was the only system they knew. They was warring with the natives over there. It was just fucked up. If you know the history of Liberia, you know it's fucked up.
Yeah.
So,
but like you were saying, we're the only people who can't go nowhere. This is where we're from.
Yeah,
all the rest of them, your people from I don't care if you I've been in America since Ellis Island. Y'all can go back.
Exactly. Y'all got documentation of where you came
Y'all
from.
can go back. Y'all got hold up. They can look your shit up in the book over there. They still got the shit. Matter of fact, it's touchscreen. You could type the names in. They know where your people came from.
Yep.
Go right back.
And I mean, they could do the whole, well, you guys came here from Africa. Yeah, where though? And the Africa that our ancestors came from does not exist anymore.
We didn't choose to come here.
No. And Nuck, if you bug, we're not going anywhere. Like, I don't understand what they thought was gonna happen. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just like, it's exhausting. And then just to roll over on a Saturday in the cold to see them blowing somebody away like that, this is fucking disgusting. And we should be ashamed as a country. Economic warfare is how I choose to fight this. I buy my essentials and I go my ass home. My African American ass goes to the job and brings my African American ass back to my house and locks the door real tight behind me. I don't even want to be bothered with, like, I I don't even. It feels like you just don't even know what to do anymore.
Yeah.
So, you know, don't you start. My dog is over here looking real like he about to say something. But yeah, y'all, this is sad. I feel like I'm just mourning the country that I knew. 9/11 started that. That's when the innocence was gone. I was in 5th grade when that shit happened. And now we got a dickhead in office where they got a database and shit. That's the other thing too. The technology that they have, I'm definitely not interested. They gonna start just we got a database. That's what one of the guys said. We got a little database. See how you like that. What? This ain't the 17, 1800, y'all. This is 2026. Palantir is real. Sometimes I get even nervous about even calling in to talk about anything, but that's literally our right as Americans is to be able to talk shit. And it seems like now they label you as a threat when you are fucking critical of what they're doing. They're calling you terrorist. That's the first thing they said about Renee Good was she's a domestic terrorist for trying to drive away.
Yeah, girl. Listen, I don't care about their databases. I don't care about because you're right. You know, whatever. It's always dramatic in whatever generation. Yeah,
Yeah.
they have databases, but guess what? They're hackers all over this goddamn planet.
Yeah.
All in this country.
Yeah.
In, you know what I'm saying? No, that's what they want. But the reality is, everything that they have, there is a counter to it.
Yeah, you're right. Like Anonymous, you remember when Anonymous was huge,
Anonymous is still out there,
and you can't find them.
It's on the low. Whatever they doing, they shit is on the low. Whoever's doing, people are not just standing by and letting this shit happen. There are people who are doing something. It might not be everybody, but there's people who are doing something. Fuck their database.
Yeah, you're right.
Fuck their database.
I'm glad you reminded me of that because I'm just like
the most educated in our kids in our country are leaving.
Yeah, the brain drain.
The ones who said that, who came up with the database at Caltech. You know what I'm saying? They have the newer generation that know, let me put your database to shame. Let me shut your shit down. Let me, whatever. These hoes cannot scare us. They just
right.
They
just
scare us. Anything they got, like like we said, they put so much money in the military. They got all these guns. Cool. Other places got guns. Other places got shit to the point where, we got a whole bunch of backlogs. But once them shits run out, what the fuck they gonna do? That's why they're trying to take over Greenland, because they can't go. And where are you getting the raw materials from? Not from Utah. It ain't coming from the coal mines.
Oh, and you know what else? This bullshit war he talking about with they're killing Christians in Nigeria. Y'all don't fall for that shit.
They want their natural materials because they know they could put $1 billion or a couple $1 billion into purchasing weapons. Who gonna make it?
And their government is very corrupt, and they're gonna turn. There's this channel I just started watching. He's I believe he's Nigerian, but he did a lot of breakdowns on the West involvement in keeping Nigeria poor and corrupt and other parts of Africa. And I'm like, this is neo-colonialism.
They are standing on business. So now he want to go to Greenland to get, because again, eventually your shit will run out. Everybody else still has access to this shit to make this shit and to make it even better. Because again, all the smart kids aren't here no more.
Yeah, they're leaving.
They're leaving.
This.
So like I said, but remember, and I said this before, y'all know I don't really do religion like that, but David knocked Goliath's ass down with a fucking stone.
Yep. Yeah, I've been really thinking about making myself something to honor the people that came before me, my ancestors that survived all of this shit. to draw on that strength because I feel like we're gonna need it. I
Yeah,
feel like we're gonna need it.
we're gonna need it. But like these people ain't the end all and be all of at a
You're
time,
right.
like you said before, a couple years ago in Germany, they thought it was the end all and be all. You always think it is in your time. Hindsight 2020, nah, buddy.
No, yeah. It's the same cycle. It rhymes with other things, that I needed to hear that because I just feel like, oh my God, this is how it is.
We acting like China and the Chinese can't shut all they shit down if they
Yeah.
decide tomorrow. Oh, they got this database. Let's delete it. Wapow. It's up. He already put it that to make it. They're not even fighting technological interference. My phone went down last week.
Oh, you got Verizon? Was that the Verizon thing?
And we know where it came from. It probably came,
Yeah.
They're not even, he stopped
Yeah.
restricting their shit. So they could literally just come in and wipe some shit on a fucking random Tuesday if they feel like it.
Yeah, it was what happened. It was like last summer. Every computer just went down at work. Like none of our database like software worked. And I was like, okay, what is this? Like,
that's what happens again. It was like, think about it, like during slavery, right? That was the time of least development in the world, like technological development. Why? Because you had the smart people enslaved. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Okay. You send all the smart, great, amazing people out of this country and put your mediocrity in these, just because you send your mediocre kid to Harvard, because you're able to get them in now, whatever, does not mean that they are gonna fucking or to become smart.
No, you can't. Intelligence is different from just what you just mentioned. Like these people that do know how to build this stuff and that's leaving. There's gonna be doctors leaving too. Like we're gonna lose so much with this fucking bullshit. They're gonna go to other countries that ain't got all this stupidity going on. And I noticed that all the countries that's going through this is fucking old ass people, old ass men that don't want to let go. They got one foot in the damn grave. My grandma, she's like, he is too damn old to be president. He is too old. I don't know what it is about old megalomaniacs, but you got to remember too, psychopaths don't change. They get worse as they get older.
Mm-hmm.
They get worse. And that's what we're witnessing too. Like, this is crazy, Jovi. And you talked me a little off the edge because I was like, this is.
Yeah, don't let it, because that's what they want us to think. It was a fucking point in history when people were scared because the Romans can. We look at that like that's fucking crazy now. Like,
yeah.
Like whatever. Like how do you even? Like, come on. Like one kid in fucking Russia, one fucking 16-year-old in fucking Russia could shut all this shit down at the drop of a dime.
Yeah.
And remember, our infrastructure is shit. That's what they wanted.
Yeah, compared to other.
Those done cleared out shit. Even the people who could fix it, they gone.
Yep. We waited.
Replaced by idiots who don't know shit about shit, but they're MAGA. So hey,
we can't we can't put too much stock in the intelligence of somebody who.
Yeah, you can't put stock into. We don't put stock into his intel. I don't put stock into. He got a fucking podcaster
to run the FBI. Like, oh my God, what are we? It's a
why
talk
are we
show.
afraid? A podcaster, like a fucking Fox News host,
and that's good. And he's a white nationalist. That tattoo, when I saw that cross, I was like, And they're trying to say, this is a Christian country. We're secular.
And they're firing all the feds who got any sort of fucking common sense.
Yeah, they can't
Or
prosecute all
they're
these
quitting.
cases.
Or they're quitting. So who's gonna do all of this shit? ICE agents who half of them ain't even graduate high school? They about to figure out how to run a database and how to really?
Right. You know, and I asked my husband, I'm like, are we crazy for planning to have a kid? Like, I finally like concluded that yes, I'm gonna be a mom. And I need them to be smarter and well ahead of the curve than anybody else. I want them to know how to do, I want them to know some about everything, but want them to really hone in on how to be able to stop this type of shit from happening.
That's why most of these other countries, these kids are learning critical thinking skills from kindergarten and first grade.
As they should. But
As
see,
they should.
critical thinking here, it's like we had the academics, we had our renaissance and everything, and now it feels like, because, and I'm tribalism and like being ultra religious turns your brain off.
It does.
And I'm starting to see people become more not, maybe not everybody, but the fact that they're trying to hang on to this idea that we are a white Christian nation is just beyond me. I'm like, history determined that that's a fucking lie. Like, we're y'all no,
they don't think the world is older than like
6,000. Yeah.
Like, and but these are the people who gonna come up with life change. Like, are we for real?
Yeah.
This motherfucker stole a Nobel Peace Prize and act like he earned it.
Man, and I'm like, isn't that DEI, bitch? You did that stupid lady who gave that to him.
Who made some amazing plan. It is going to shit just in Minneapolis right now. You think these people are planning for their plans is actually going to work? Come on.
He's mad at Greenland. That's the other reason why it's like everything is he's throwing a tantrum. An 80-year-old fucking man who allegedly wears diapers and allegedly pees on himself is throwing a tantrum. It's like he knows he's a failure, and the only thing he succeeded at is tricking these fucking racist people thinking that he's gonna make my life better. Bitch, how is your life gonna get better when everybody else is bad? We live in this, we are in the same country. We share a bank account with you fucking people. Really? What makes you think that this is gonna work? And you know what? If it gotta be like this for us to come to an understanding and be one band, one sound,
so be it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go make me a bowl of red beans and rice and some cornbread.
All right, girl. Ooh, that sounds good. I should make tomorrow. Ooh.
Yeah, I made a whole soul food dinner last week. I was proud of myself because I'm the one that comes to the holidays to eat. I don't come to cook. And I had to show myself, girl, you got it in you. So now I can start contributing.
You did.
Yes. And my kid is gonna grow up eating traditional African American dishes. So I better get into it.
Okay. For coming up.
Have a good weekend, y'all.
All right. You too. Bye. Yeah, y'all don't be scared. That's what they want. Don't be scared. Scared for what? Like, for what? Like, for real. Like, yeah, someone might die. And then eventually these other will figure it out and they'll lock this shit down. They got databases. And my phone was off last week. Probably because of some shit some fucking kid did in fucking Russia. They fired everybody worth a damn in the United States government. Everybody worth a damn. Everybody who's not blinded by racism and religion. Fired them. And you think some super Christian national who is not living in reality is going to what? Be able to unhack some shit that some motherfucker in China does, or Japan, or Nigeria, or wherever the fuck they from, Finland or some shit. Please. My phone was off for a whole fucking week. Rainier said, can we talk about how the diaspora in New York City and Florida came together and turned ICE every which way but loose, and then and they had to retreat? We did. We sure did. But again, that's, though these are places with a lot of black immigrants. We got that black in it. We still going every which way but loose. And that's what these people need to learn how to do. They out here marching when they need to everything that they said that we were doing during when we rioted, you need to do it and take it to 10. The internet left troll keeps saying Dems and reps have the same, and it's not. I'm tired of them doing this. It's meditation. I'm meditating and grounding. Yeah, just meditate. It's gonna be crazy. It's crazy now. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. But we're not alone in this world. You remember that. They make you want to feel alone. None of us are alone in it. No one who's standing on the side of good and decency here right now and what's going on, we're not alone. We're not alone here, and we're not alone in the world. They just waiting for us to do something. They're just waiting for y'all in Minneapolis and across the nation to stand up and do something. Y'all acting like historically like starved. We ain't gonna starve to death. Remember when this shit was happening? How many wars and shit? They was dropping food off from France and England. Like, we're not alone in this world. Canada up the block. We're not alone in this world. Mexico right there. We're not alone in this world. They want us to think we are, that we have no choice, that remember that database. Just a nigga trying to scare you. That's a man talking shit, hoping that his shit talking gonna scare you. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm hungry. I appreciate y'all. I might be back later. I might not. I'll probably be back in the morning. We'll see how things go. If things turn up over in Minneapolis, I will definitely be back. Okay. Y'all know I be watching the news, so y'all don't have to. Y'all just relax. If I click back on later on today, I'll keep y'all abreast of any foolishness. As always, I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it.